In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to activate the volunteer form for a chapter site. So for example, we're looking at the Peoria test site here, and we have our ready to volunteer kind of pre-built sign-up form that shows up in the sidebar here, which would show up above if active above any widgets that might be below. And for another example, in our Hawaii test site, the volunteer form will actually show up underneath the content in a page. So it might be a little bit different depending on which theme your chapter uses, but it's the same pre-built volunteer form. So in order to activate that, we'll go in our control panel here. We're editing the Hawaii site for our example. And the very first thing we'll want to do before we even activate the form or worry about where it's going to be is actually to set up who's going to receive the email. And so to do that, the easiest way is to go in Structure and scroll all the way down into one of our assets, and we have our site settings. And so we'll click Edit to go into our site settings entry, which you've probably edited. We'll click into there, which you've probably edited to set up the social media icons and header and footer text and stuff like that. But in this example, this is kind of a site-wide volunteer form setting that's separate from the widgets. So the first thing we'll want to do, there's two settings for the volunteer form settings, is the email recipient. And just like any of our other forms, it's just the email recipient goes there, or you can actually type the pipe character to add a second or multiple email addresses. I think I'll actually remove that for now. And then the sent message, which is the success message that shows up in the overlay in the pop-up once they've successfully signed up. So those are the two settings that we want to make sure that we have saved. So we'll save our site settings entry before we do anything else. And so now we'll actually go ahead and activate it. So if we go in our About Us entry and scroll down, you'll see Volunteer Form, which we just have a simple toggle to either show or not show a volunteer form. So since it's at DS, it was showing up on our About page, so we'll actually just toggle that off just to show you. So if we refresh the About page, it's gone. So by default, this will be off on most pages. So we'll want to find the page that you're wanting to add the volunteer form to. We'll just click this to yes again, and save our entry again. So now you'll see that we've got our volunteer form back when it loads. Here we go. And so I'm just going to go ahead and sign up to volunteer, and so we'll click submit, and the email is successfully sent. So the visitor will see the overlay. Thank you for signing up. With a little line break, we'll be in touch. And that is actually the, and we'll go back and just to show you the setting here. And that is actually this success message that we had set. So that's all there is to it. Any page that you need to add that to, it just needs to be toggled on now that the recipient is set. You can go back and change the recipient at any time.